Good morning, Brook Scholars. This is the way. We start our day. We got the knowledge. Hey, to go to college. Yep, but don't stop there. No, go anywhere. This is the way. We start our day. Hey, Brook Scholars, where's the party at? Right here in these books. Hey, Brook Scholars, what time is it? It is time to motivate to you. Good morning, Brook Scholars, and welcome to Tuesday Word Study. Today and every day, I have Simba with me. So for Alphabet Day, I have my stuffed animal. So if you take a picture with your stuffed animal, make sure you send it to me so that you can be included on the Alphabet Day theme of the day, which is stuffed animal. Alrighty, we're gonna get straight into it. Today we're gonna review simple subject and simple predicate. What is a simple subject? What is a simple predicate? If you said a simple subject is who or what the sentence is about, great job. If you said the simple predicate is the action or verb that is happening in that sentence, great job. Now, we have been talking about a type of rule or strategy you can use to figure out an easier way to figure out the simple predicate and the simple subject. So the first thing you should do when you're reading a sentence is ask yourself, what is the action or verb that's happening in the sentence? You can then ask yourself, and the action or the verb is a simple predicate. You can then ask yourself who or what is doing that action, and that is the simple subject. So again, we're finding the simple predicate first, the action or the verb, and then you're asking yourself who or what, and who or what is a simple predicate. Alrighty, friends, so let's set up our slate or our paper. Simple subject, SS, simple predicate, SP. I'm going to read the sentence twice, and then you're going to read it by yourself, and you're going to ask yourself, what is the action happening in this sentence, simple predicate, and who or what is doing that action, simple subject. All right, so the sentence for today is, the yellow truck drove through the park. The yellow truck drove through the park. Ask yourself, what's the action and who or what is doing that action? Go. Alright, friends, so I figured out the action that's happening in the sentence, and then I figured out who or what is doing that action. Again, the action is a simple predicate. The simple subject is who or what is doing that action. So if you're not ready, feel free to pause the video, and when you press play, we can go over it together. Alrighty, friends. So if you said that the action that was happening was drove, I said I'll give your brain a kiss. Mwah. Drove is the action, the simple predicate. If you said that the truck is who or what was driving, I said I'll give your brain a kiss. Mwah. Now, I know you might have been tempted to put yellow truck, but yellow itself is not a noun. It is an adjective that's describing the noun. So make sure when you're doing your simple subject, you're only writing down the noun, not the adjective that's describing the noun. Alrighty, friends, we're going to go straight into more grammar. And today we're going to be identifying nouns in a passage. So, what's a noun? What is a noun? If you said a noun is a person, place, thing, animal, or an idea, I said I'll give your brain a kiss. Mwah. Great job. So when we are reading the passage, or when I am reading the passage and then you're reading it, I want you to ask yourself, are there any nouns in the passage? Go sentence by sentence. Take your time. There's no rush. We just want to be able to identify as many nouns as possible. So let's set up our slate. We have nouns. And just like yesterday, this passage isn't too long, so I'm just going to put 9 lines. 1, 2, 3. Don't you like this new color? Look at it, it's all cute. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty, if you set up your slate, great job. We're going to be identifying nouns. So, let's see. The passage goes as follows. And again, while I'm reading it, ask yourself, are there any nouns, okay? All right. Kevin looked at his parents, who slept soundly in another bed across from him. He wondered how they could be so calm. What if a lion came into their tent to attack them? It took a long time before Kevin finally fell asleep. Ask yourself, are there any people, places, things, animals, or ideas in this passage? Go. Alrighty, friends, I have found a ton of nouns. Hopefully, you are still either working on your passage, which is okay. Pause the video and you can finish, and when you press play, I'll be right here. Or you are done and we can go over it together. So, I'm going to go over it sentence by sentence, and I want you to ask yourself, did you find the same nouns that I did? So, first sentence is, Kevin looked at his parents, who slept soundly in another bed across from him. Kevin is a noun because he is a person. Parents is a noun because they are people. Who slept soundly who slept soundly in another bed. A bed is a thing, therefore it is a noun. Across from him. What do you think about him? And is him a noun? If you said him is not a noun because him is a pronoun, I said I'll give your brain a kiss. Mwah. If you did write him as a noun, that is not correct. Him is taking place of Kevin, so it is a pronoun. So let's cross that one off. Hopefully you didn't get tricked by that one. Next sentence. He wondered how they could be so calm. Again, if you put he or they, those are not nouns, those are pronouns. In this sentence, there were no nouns. What if a lion came into their tent to attack them? If you said lion, because a lion is an animal, therefore it is a noun. I said I'll give your brain a kiss. Mwah. Tent is a thing. It's something that you can touch. It's something that, yeah, it's a thing. It's something that you can touch. Attack into their tent to attack them. No nouns. Next sentence. It took a long time before Kevin finally fell asleep. If you wrote Kevin as your noun again, great job, because Kevin is a person. Awesome, awesome job, friends. Again, not too many nouns. However, hopefully you found a handful just like Miss Vargas did. And if you're ever having any trouble, feel free to reach out to your homeroom teacher. Next up, we have dictation. Now, I'm going to warn you. This sentence has words that we don't probably know how to spell in a snap. So it's going to require you to stretch out your sounds or stretch out your words with the sounds. Okay? So I'm going to read the sentence twice. And when you read it, or after you say it the third time, I want you thinking about, while you're writing, what are your writing habits? What are some things you should always be doing when writing a sentence? I'm not going to go over it just yet because I want to see if you find any mistakes after. So the sentence today is, where is the solar system located? Tricky, tricky. Where is the solar system located? All together, where is the solar system located? Go. Solar. I can chunk it or I can stretch out every sound. So. I'm going to double, triple check my sentence. Alright, friends, I have finished writing my sentence. I have double checked whether I have all of my writing habits down on my slate or paper. And if you are not done with your sentence because you're taking your time, that is absolutely okay. I love it. Pause the video, and when you're ready to go over it together, press play. So I went to go grab another marker because these are words that we maybe not have seen often, so we should have stretched them out. So we're going to talk about different ways that you could have written some of the words. So where, actually before we go into it, if you have where is the solar system located, I said I'll give your brain a kiss. Mwah. You were listening carefully, therefore you have every word down. Now, what does every sentence start with? A capital. If you have a capital W, great job. What does every sentence end with? A punctuation mark. In this case, you should have asked yourself, is this a statement, an exciting sentence, or a question sentence? If you said that it is a question sentence, really great focus. You were paying attention. Where is a question word? And I'm literally asking you a question. Where is the solar system located? Where? So if you put a question mark, great job. All right, let's go over it word for word. Where is a heart word? W-H-E-R-E. Where? Is heart word? I-S is. The heart word? T-H-E. The. Solar. So You could have either split it up into syllables, solar, and then figured out how you would spell every syllable. So we know every syllable has a vowel or a vowel chunk. Or you could have stretched it out by stretching out the entire word. So s, o, l, r. I personally like chunking it into syllables because for me it just feels better. But if you stretch out the entire word, no big deal. So solar, so I know how to spell so, S-O, so. Lur, well, I know starts with the L, and then is an R control vowel. So if you put something like O, I also know that I hear the O sound. Well, let me not get into that. Yeah, it's an R control vowel. So if you wrote solar, like ER or AR, great job. Now, if you just put R, that says solar, not solar, because R by itself says um. So, but when I thought about these two, I've read a ton of books about the planets, the solar system, so I knew that this sounds right and looks right. So hopefully you spelled solar like this. Now, if you spelled something like this, because O does say O, no big deal. I'm sorry. OE, no big deal. System, another one that I could have chunked. System, system. I know, again, I know how to write solar system because I've seen it in books a lot of times. But if you were to spell it by chunking, sis, that sounds right. Dem, system. So hopefully you spell this something like this. Now again, I know that what looks right and sounds right is SYSTEM, because I thought back to like the book that I read and I thought about which way looked right, I should say. Located, 3 syllables. Each syllable should have a vowel. O. Now if you did a long O chunk like OE, great job. Locate. A. You could have done again another vowel chunk like AE or AY. Locate. Ted. Ed. Located. If you spelled it something like this with like an O chunk or an A or a long A chunk, awesome job. That sounds right. But I know what looks right is L-O, because sometimes O by itself, just O itself has the long O sound. Located. So I know that this way, located, looked right and sounded right. So I hope you did an excellent job. Again, these were pretty tough words like solar system, located. Really, really pretty tough words, but I know you guys can handle it, and we're pushing ourselves a lot more, okay? So if it gets a little tougher, that's great. That's good. That means you're working and your brain is growing stronger, okay? Making mistakes is how we grow. So that is the end of word study, my friends. I know you guys did an amazing job. And again, send your photos with your stuffed animal. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.